In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to link Google Calendar to Loom. If you find this useful, consider subscribing and liking the video. Let's dive right in, because connecting these two fantastic tools can really streamline your workflow and make scheduling so much easier. First things first, we need to get started by opening Loom. If you don't have the app open yet, go ahead and do that. Once you're in Loom, you'll need to sign in. This is pretty standard for most applications, so just enter your credentials as you usually would. Once you're logged in, you're going to want to look over to the left-hand sidebar. In that sidebar, you'll see various options, but what we want to focus on right now is the Meetings option. So go ahead and click on Meetings. This is where most of your meeting-related features will be listed, and it's super helpful when you want to manage your schedule efficiently, especially if you're relying on Loom for video calls and recordings. Next, you'll see the option that says Connect Calendar. Click on that. This is where the magic happens. Loom gives you the option to integrate with different calendar services, and we're specifically looking to connect with Google Calendar. So go ahead and select Google Calendar from the choices presented. Now this action will prompt a Google sign-in window to appear. If you're already signed into your Google account, it might automatically recognize you. However, if you're not signed in, you'll need to select your Google account. Just follow the prompts on your screen to do that. Once you select your account, Loom will request certain permissions. This is very typical when you're integrating apps. Take a moment to review the permissions Loom is asking for to ensure you're comfortable with them. It's always a good practice to know what information you're allowing an app to access. If everything looks good to you, go ahead and click Allow. Now, after you grant the permissions, you'll want to return to Loom. At this point, you should see that your Google Calendar is now connected. What this means for you is that any scheduled meetings you have that include supported video conference links will appear in Loom's Meetings section. This is a game changer. You won't have to juggle between different apps to find your meeting links or details. They're all right there in Loom, making your workflow so much smoother. So, to recap, first, we opened Loom and signed in. Then, we navigated to the Meetings section, clicked on Connect Calendar, selected Google Calendar, signed into our Google account, reviewed and allowed permissions, and finally returned to Loom to see that our Google Calendar is now linked. That's it. You've now successfully connected Google Calendar to Loom. This integration will definitely help save you time and keep your meetings organized. If you have any questions or if there's anything else you'd like to learn about using Loom or any other productivity tools, feel free to leave a comment below. I appreciate you joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you found this information helpful. Thanks for watching, and happy scheduling with Loom and Google Calendar.